Hi, welcome to Kinnick's Corner. I'm Jerry. I'm your host. Well, the Sox swept the Angels. Not that great a feat. It's not a high bar. The Angels are just dreadful, and they're playing without Mike Trout, so that made it even easier, if you will. None of the games were all that close. Last night's got a little close at the end, but for the most part, it was three easy wins. Uh, it's a shame the Red Sox have to leave California. I wouldn't mind seeing them play a few more games against them. Although, if they were forced to play the games without Contreras, as they're going to be forced to play without shortly, that would have been different. He had two different games where he hit three-run homers. That makes a big difference. Greg Weissert got the win last night, his first of the season. I'm not positive of this, so don't hold me to it, but I believe Weissert getting a win is one of the seven signs of the apocalypse. So let's watch out for the weather and everything else that's going to be coming our way in the coming days. Yoshida had three hits last night. He just gives you a good at bat. He does. I'm going to talk about Yoshida in just a sec. Contreras, I said, with a three-run blast. Duran also had two hits. If the Sox are going to make any kind of move, they need Duran to play the way he did a couple of years ago. No question about that. He's been sleepwalking for the most part, although he's had some power. He's hit about, he had a two-run blast last night, which tied the game, and he's got 15 home runs this year, so that's not too bad. They desperately need him to step up. Chang had two hits last night, including a beautiful bunt single. I like seeing him do that. It really shows a lot. One of the things I heard, speaking of Duran, I was listening to EEI over the weekend, and their host said that he'd like to see the Sox make a trade with Sacramento, to acquire Nick Kurtz, and he would be willing to give up Yoshida, Duran, Kristen Campbell, and maybe a couple of prospects besides that. The A's wouldn't take a trade from the Red Sox of Duran, Yoshida, and Campbell, and the return was nothing. They have nothing that the Red Sox could offer them that would make them take a trade like that. They're not going to take the money that Yoshida's earned next year, the money that Campbell's earned over the next 5 or 6 years. He can still turn it around. I'm not saying he can't, but right now, hitting 200 at AAA, nobody's taking a couple of $1 million a year contract from Kristen Campbell. It's just foolishness. It's not the sort of things I expect from a host. Fans can call up with a ridiculous trade idea. That's no problem at all. And by the way, if you have one, don't be afraid to send me a comment on that. But it's just not going to happen. The A's aren't going to make a trade like that. If you're going to start talking about a guy like Nick Kurtz, you're talking Tolley, you're talking Connolly Early, Bennett. That's who they want. And more. Probably Franklin Arias. So let's cool it with that. Chapman got his 18th save last night. He's just been great. He did give up a solo home run. Didn't really mean much. And Guerrero, they got two solid innings out of him. Boy, what a find he's been. And he hit 102 on the gun a couple of times. Fantastic. Whitlock had a scoreless inning. And what I like about Whitlock lately is his scoreless innings usually entail 9-10 pitches so that he's really fresh to go the next day. So all in all, it was a nice win. They go on to Chicago. It's on to Chicago, so let's win there too. As Bobby Kennedy said, what was it? 32, 38, 58 years ago now. And I remember it. But a nice win. They got to go into Chicago. They're now 4-2 on my little have to go 8-4 in this stretch. They're 4 games out of the last wild card place. Keep in mind, there's a whole slew of teams in front of them, so it's going to be tough to move that, but you just got to keep winning. Meanwhile, elsewhere in the division, the Yankees start a big series against the Rays tonight, and if they want to remain in contact with the Rays, they need to win at least 2 games. And that might be tough because the Yankees just aren't hitting, and worse yet, they're not fielding. Now they've also, they've had injuries as well, like everybody else, and they're, losing Judge. As a Red Sox fan, he makes such a difference in that lineup. You just don't have guys you feel. And Stanton behind him. But they don't make up for the terrible defense that they've seen. And that's what's been really killing them as much as not hitting. It's a combination. They get no hits for 6 innings, and then they give the other team 21, 22 outs in those 6 innings. So can't do that. But they have a 4-game series tonight. Cam Schlittler goes for them. I love Cam Schlittler. I think he's terrific. He hasn't been all that great in his last 2 outings, but he's still got the big fastball. and he's going up against the Tampa team that has the best home record in baseball. The Yankees really got to worry about losing 3 out of 4 here. That would put them 6 back in the division. And while we all know that's not the world, Tampa's not the sort of team that goes on long losing streaks. So we'll have to watch and wait. But that's where we're at right now. Sox have the night off. We'll all be gearing up for the U.S. soccer game at 8 o'clock tonight against Belgium. All the kerfuffle about the player that had the red card playing. I hope he scores 3 goals. So if that's, it is what it is. We might have gotten a break, but then again, he probably shouldn't have gotten the red card in the first place. So that's our story for today. Once again, I'm Jerry. Hey, if you like the show, give us a like, give us a subscribe, leave a comment. We love those. And we'll talk to you tomorrow. Talk to you soon. Bye now.